During the 1950s, Vinita was among the segregated towns all over the U.S. Vinita was primarily a Native American community. The Native Americans lived alongside black freed slaves and called them freedmen. These slaves came along with the Indians on the Trail of Tears. Elias Cornelius Bunno established and named Vinita in 1871. Vinita was originally named Downingville. Addox School was among 7 schools that served African Americans in Vinita, Oklahoma. It was the only school that had a secondary school until after desegregation. The school system in Oklahoma was designed so that members of the majority race in the school district composed the school board. During the first half of the 20th century, the educational opportunities for African American school children were stifled by racism, a shortage of money, and inadequate facilities. We talked with members of the community to see how they felt about racism in Vinita.
Yes. I would like to think and hope there isn't, but I do know there is.
You know, it has, because at first I didn't think there was any racial discrimination in the workplace. But now I seriously do. And, you know, a young, intelligent, you know, goal-oriented, driven woman, and some people get intimidated by that. And they don't want you in certain positions because they're not in it. You know, I know black women with master's degrees in social work and community leadership, you know, things like that. Why come they're not getting hired?
Yes, it has. That I feel with being black or even another race, we sometimes have to work a little harder than Caucasians because they already have a perception of us that sometimes, you know, we're seen as being underneath them or not as smart or we can't do it, you know, as good as they can. So sometimes it's a little harder for minorities to get certain jobs.
So we really didn't, my mama didn't bring attention to it. So we kind of grew up not knowing that racism was a form of hatred towards us because of the color of our skin. So we just went about our business, you know, and so went to school. And so racism's always been subtle. I mean, it was there, but they didn't really make a big deal out of it. And because they grew up during the times of segregation, it was a law. And so we were fortunate not to, you know, have to fight or deal with name calling or things like that because of my parents' relationship with the community.
We spoke with a previously segregated restaurant in town, Clinton's Cafe.
Let's see, it started with my grandmother. It's my baby brother right there. All my aunts, my uncles. My grandmother had 10 kids. So all my aunts, my uncles has all worked here. But I'm third generation cook, just like him.
Black people came to the back door back here. Back then they didn't allow black people to go up there and eat in the front. I can remember over in the North Park, they used to have swimming. And you could swim on, black people swam on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. And the other days, the white community got to swim over in the North Park. The Vinita Center Theater, where they have all the movies. They used to have a balcony up there, and all the black people used to go up there because they wouldn't allow the black people to go downstairs.
Though racism isn't as extreme as it used to be, it isn't non-existent. There is still work to be done, just like the rest of the world.